Thanks a lot. We are live here at Powell High School getting set for District 3 Tournament Championship action. The Oak Ridge High School Lady Wildcats taking on the Karns Lady Beavers in what should be an interesting ball game to say the least, as the Lady Wildcats enter this game extremely shorthanded because of various injuries and other issues involving the basketball program. But I can guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, the Lady Wildcats will be playing hard tonight, and they'll be trying to win and do everything they can do to win a championship. Ben George has joined us here up in the upper levels here at Powell High School. He's got more information about tonight's game.
Thank you, David. Tonight's matchup in the District 3 Girls Championship is between the Oak Ridge Lady Wildcats, sitting at 19-9 and the number 1 seed in tonight's tournament, versus the Karns Lady Beavers, sitting at 19-11 as the number 2 seed. Tonight, the very short-handed Lady Wildcats are in search of their 8th straight District 3 Tournament Championship and their 30th since the beginning of the full court era. The Lady Wildcats enter the game minus 3 potential starters that have propelled the Lady Wildcats to the regular season championship and a 19-win regular season. Tonight, the Lady Wildcats will be without Jenna Johnson, Demetria Strickland, and Lindsay Cleveland. Cleveland was ejected on a controversial call on Thursday night and will have to sit out for 2 games. Jen is out for the rest of the season with a knee injury being her ACL. Demetria should return for the region on Friday but can't play tonight. The Lady Wildcats are also without the services of Anaya Porter, who is also out with a knee injury which has sidelined her all season long. Tonight, the plan is to utilize the services of a freshman with only a handful of minutes played all season long. Sakari Stewart will get her considerable playing time tonight, but the Lady Beavers have proven to be a tough all season against at all full strength the Lady Wildcats. This will be a tough assignment for the Lady Wildcats. Karns comes into the night's game ranked the number 2 seed with their 19-11 record. 2 of their losses have come to Oak Ridge. The first one was a 3-point game at Karns, won by Oak Ridge 53-50. Oak Ridge also won at Wildcat Arena 61-53. This series has been dominated by the Lady Wildcats with an overall mark of 97-12 since the first game was played in 1976. Oak Ridge has won 32 straight over the Karns program since Karns' last win over Oak Ridge back in 2007. Karns is looking for their first 20-win season in well over 20 years, and possibly as far back as the 1980s. Karns has not won a district tournament championship since beating William Blount back in 1980. This is Karns' first title game since 1997 when they lost to the eventual state champion Lady Wildcats. They also lost to Oak Ridge in the district finals in 1996, 86, and 1985. Karns has seen a resurgence this season under former Oak Ridge assistant Lauren Trent. Last season, Karns went 11-16 on the season. This season, Karns qualified for the region tournament for the first time since 2008. That season, they lost to Farragut in the first round. Karns will get to host this Friday, either against Maryville or Farragut. Oak Ridge will also get to host on Friday one of those same teams. They're playing in the District 4 consolation game. Bearden is taking on Heritage in the championship game in District 4. Those 2 teams will be paired up with either Campbell County or Powell. Karns this season has losses to Oak Ridge twice, Farragut twice, Sevier County twice, and Gatlinburg-Pittman, Livingston Academy, Heritage, Meigs County, and CAK. Oak Ridge only has only lost 1 game since the Christmas tournament in Greenville and have won 16 of their last 17 games. Oak Ridge reached this game with a 62-40 win over Campbell County, and the Beavers reached this game with a 54-41 win over Powell. The winner of this game not only will host the Friday region game, but can also earn an opportunity to host the entire tournament. They also will most likely avoid the undefeated Bearden Lady Bulldogs at least until the region finals. So there's a lot on the line for both these teams. Same for the boys. Tomorrow night, the Wildcats will take on West in the consolation game at 6 o'clock from here at Powell High School. Oak Ridge lost to Central in overtime, ending a 10-year streak of playing in the district championship game. Oak Ridge had won 4 straight district titles, but must settle for a third-place finish this season with a win. The loss sent Oak Ridge on the road Saturday at either William Blount or Hardin Valley. Those two teams are playing one another for the District 4 championship, while Bearden is taking on Farragut in their consolation game. Those two teams will match up with tomorrow's District 3 champion participants, Karns and Central. They will play right after Oak Ridge's game tomorrow night from here at Powell High School. We'll broadcast tomorrow's game on FM 92.7, and we'll stream it live on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. This game will be sponsored by Ed and Joyce Disney. Tonight, Oak Ridge goes for their 30th district championship since their first over in 1981, and we've got it live here on 92.7 FM, prepradio.com, channel 15, and on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. The TSSAA charges a fee for us to stream, and Terry Lee has donated that fee for us tonight. We thank him for his continuing support of our broadcasts and the Wildcats programs. We would also like to thank our seasonal sponsors who have been with us all season long. Our seasonal sponsors are the Fox Insurance Group, 10 Bank of Oak Ridge, the Oak Ridge Utility District, Mortgage Investors Group, Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty, and Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance. We'd also like to thank Sandy Henry, Eric and Stephanie Lawing, Ed and Joyce Disney, Scott and Denise Lane, the Johnson family, plus Terry Lee for their continuing support as well. Tonight we're live at Powell, and we'll be back here with the starting lineups and the tip-off following this 3-minute timeout.
Welcome back once again to Powell High School. We're just a few minutes away from the start of this game, the District 3 championship ball game. Just as we come back from the break here, Mark, it looks like we're about to have the national anthem, so we'll take a break in a moment. It's a big night, though, for both Oak Ridge and Karns. Lady Wildcats very short-handed. Karns trying to win their first district championship since 1980.
Yeah, I mean, Laura Trent's done a fantastic job. I believe you when you say we're about to have the national anthem, but I didn't. Are they going to do it before every game?
They have. Every single game. They've done it before every game. I guess they want to make it fair to everybody, I guess. So we are going to have the national anthem. We're going to send it back to Brian Bennett. It's Oak Ridge and Karns, the District 3 championship. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Once again, fans, welcome to Powell High School and Jeff Heard their names in. At this time, I'd like to introduce the starting lineup for the Karns Beavers. Number 3, Abby Harris. Number 5, Laura Martin. Number 10, Riley Roberts. Number 11, Reese Roberts. And number 23, Madison Perez. And now the starting lineup for the Oak Ridge Wildcats. Dakari Stewart, number 2. Number 5, Zayana Stewart. Number 10, Ayana Porter. Number 24, Kenneth Green. And number 31, Bella Boone.
Welcome back once again to Powell High School. Mark Hayes, you've got the starting lineups for tonight's game.
Thank you very much, David. Starting for the Karns Lady Beavers, they're going to come out with number 3, Abby Harris, followed by number 5, Lauren Martin. Number 10, Riley Roberts, along with her sister. Number 11, Reese Roberts. And number 23, Madison Perrin. Starting for the Lady Wildcats, they're going to come out with number 2, Saquari Stewart, followed by number 5, Zayana Stewart. Number 10, Ayana Porter. Number 24, Cannon Green, and number 31, Bella Boone.
So we're about to get set. The Lady Wildcats wearing their all-white jerseys with Cardinal jerseys, numerals. The Karns Beavers in blue and gold. Bella controls the tip, and we are underway. Sakari Stewart getting her first start ever as an Oak Ridge Lady Wildcat in the place of Lindsay Cleveland, who got ejected from the ball game the other night. Zay dribbles around, swings it into Bella, shoots, and missed it. Rebound Karns with a quick shot. Here they come down the floor. With the basketball will come number 11. That'll be Reese Roberts. She works the ball top of the circle. Karns works it down low, and they lose it out of bounds off the body, they say, of Bella Boone. That's the end of the floor where we saw a lot of mishaps the other night. But hopefully we won't have any of that tonight because there's only one of those 3 officials working the ball game here tonight. Karns with the basketball. They shoot a 3. That's an air ball out of bounds. It'll be Oak Ridge's basketball coming back the other way. 0-0 our score, just underway. The winner to play the Maryville Lady Rebels, who just were defeated by the Farragut Admirals, as Oak Ridge will work the ball down the floor to Cannon Green to Zayana Stewart. Zayana dribbles in, gives it into Bella. Bella kicks the ball back out to Stewart. Sakari swings it out to Cannon. Free throw line jumper is no good. Rebound Karns. Both teams missing on their first 2 shots. Here comes the Lady Beavers down the floor. With the basketball will come number 10 for them. That'll be Riley Roberts. Twin sister out on the floor as well. 0-0 our score. We've played about 1 minute of this championship ball game. Karns with the basketball, wearing their all-blue jerseys. Sakari Stewart, a freshman, getting the start. She reaches in and commits a personal foul. She's got to be nervous, Mark. Has only played less than 10 minutes of varsity time probably, and now she's starting in a championship game.
Yeah, what a big leap that is, David. So that just tells you a lot about the confidence that Coach Taylor has in Sakari Stewart.
Here comes the Beavers trying to set up their offense. They lob it down low to big number 3. She wants to drive against Bella. They work a shot. It's no good. On the rebound, Oak Ridge has it. Zakari is then tied up. The alternate possession arrow will give the ball to the Lady Beavers. No score here from Powell High School here on FM 92.7, FM 94.7. We're also, as the ball is worked in, we're also streaming the game live on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. Here's a deflection and a steal. Zakari's got it, and she's fouled. He signals and points it in this direction. The foul is going to be called against the Lady Beavers, and that'll be Riley Roberts. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball side court. No score here. Caleb Riker doing camera work. Vashawn Knowles here helping us out along with Ben George. Sakari Stewart, free throw line jumper, good! First 2 points of the ball game are by the freshman getting her first start. And here comes Karns down the floor. With the basketball will come Reese Roberts, harassed and almost hands it off, and there's going to be a reach-in foul called against, I think, Zayana Stewart. And that is the case. The Wildcats have picked up 2 quick fouls, 2 little touch fouls here in the first few minutes here. And that's the second team foul called against the Lady Wildcats. Karns with the basketball, number 5 with it. That'll be Lauren Martin. She works the ball to her right, comes back to her left, continuing to dribble, swings the ball to the corner, wide open player for 3. No good. Hits the top of the backboard. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Karns has not won a district championship since 1980, as we talked about. But this Karns team is really, really good.
Oh, yeah, they are. I mean, I've seen both the games against the Lady Wildcats this year. The first one at Karns was very impressive.
Reach-in foul is going to be called against Riley Roberts. That'll be her second foul, team foul number 2. It'd be great to get those twins in foul trouble here. 2-0 Oak Ridge, 5:50 to play in the first quarter. With the basketball, Oak Ridge, Ayana Stewart with it. She dribbles in, kicks the ball back out to the right to Ayana Porter. Ayana double team, needs some help, gives it into Sakari. Into Bella to Cannon Green. Works the ball back to Sakari. Freshman dribbles in, penetrates, lost the dribble, picked up by Karns. Taken on the floor by Reese Roberts. Roberts picked up by Ayana. They kick it out for a 3. On target, good. 3-point shot. Madison Perrin, the junior, knocks it down, and the Lady Wildcats trail. Oak Ridge works it into Ayana Porter. Ayana is then fouled. Foul is going to be called against their big post player, number 3, Abby Harris. The junior center picks up her first foul. Oak Ridge basketball trailing 3-2, 5:16 to play in the first quarter. These two teams played 2 very close ball games when Oak Ridge was at full strength. First time we played them, obviously we had Jenna Johnson, Demetria Strickland, and Lindsay Cleveland. Here's a trap up high, goes to Zayana. Zayana dribbles past, gives it out to Sakari, fires it into Bella. Bella swings it out, Ayana Porter. Ayana into Bella, turns out to Cannon. Wide open 3, good! 3-point shot, Cannon Green, her first 3, and the Lady Wildcats lead it by a score of 5-3 with 4:50 to play. Oak Ridge putting on some pressure in the rear court. Here come the Lady Beavers down the floor. With the basketball will come Reese Roberts. Brings the ball across the line. Over it goes to number 23. They'll sit it out to the outside the wing. They'll work it outside the arc. Now dribbling out to the top of the circle comes number 5. That'll be Lauren Martin. They launch another 3. It's no good. Rebound, Oak Ridge. Cannon Green with the rebound. Wants to bring the ball down the floor. Looks for Ayana, and she's got it. Ayana dribbling coast to coast. Free throw line.
Nice acceleration.
Puts it up. Good. They allowed the lane to open up, and the Lady Wildcats have a 7-3 lead. And here's a steal by Cannon Green to Ayana Porter, to Sakari Stewart for the layup. Good! Sakari Stewart scores. The Lady Wildcats and Oak Ridge leads it by a score of 9-3. 4 minutes to play here. Sakari already with 4 points here, Mark.
Yeah, doing a great job. As I said, Coach Taylor really knew what she's doing when she asked Sakari Stewart to step up tonight.
Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Oak Ridge. Ayana Porter to Sakari Stewart. Sakari dribbles, gives it into Bella, kicks it out. Cannon, three-pointer, good! Cannon Green for three. She's got 6, and Oak Ridge leads 12-3. 3 minutes, 32 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Great start here for the Lady Wildcats.
Fantastic start for especially Cannon Green, David, hitting 2 straight three-pointers.
Three-pointer missed out of bounds to Oak Ridge. Coach Lauren Trent signals that she might call a timeout. No, she doesn't. Great start for the Lady Wildcats. 12-3 Oak Ridge, 3:20 to play in the first quarter. This is the District 3 championship ball game from Powell High School. Thanks for tuning us in. We appreciate Terry Lee for giving us a donation so we can stream the game on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. 12-3 Lady Wildcats. Here it goes to Zayana Stewart. Zayana bounce pass, throws the ball away. Try to skip it over to Bella Boone, goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I really like seeing the way Bella Boone's playing. She's doing a lot down on the post for the Lady Wildcats. I just wish that she would take a little bit more shots.
Here comes Karns down the floor, number 5 with a basketball. Dribbles against Sakari. Dribbles out to the top, continuing to dribble, fires it along the baseline. The number 3 wants to post up, goes inside for the shot. Good. They score off the glass. And down the floor will come Oak Ridge. Wildcats Ayana Porter, triple teamed, works out of trouble, and then steps out of bounds with it. They put 3 girls on Ayana to bring the ball down the floor.
Yeah, that great defense that time, but you got to realize somebody's open. You got 3 players on, you got 3 defenders on you. You got to find somebody. You got to find the open player.
12-5 Lady Wildcats, 2:37 to play first quarter. With the basketball will come the Lady Beavers. Wildcats putting a little pressure on them. Karns setting it out high to Reese Roberts. They launch a 3, no good. Long rebound, tracked down by the Lady Beavers. They'll set it up once again in the corner. Roberts with it, throws the ball inside. Bella, good defense. They get a shot off though, good. They score off the glass. Number 3, Abby Harris. 12-7. Here come the Lady Wildcats running. Ayana Porter to the hole, no good. Bella Boone had the rebound, can't get it. Big collision there, and Sakari picks up her second foul. It's a big, huge crowd for the Karns Beavers trying to watch their team win their first district championship since 1980. 12-7, Lady Wildcats in the lead.
Yeah, and they're loud too, David. Anytime Karns makes a good play, the whole gymnasium seems to just erupt.
2 minutes to play in the first quarter, 12-7 Oak Ridge. Karns with the basketball. Here it goes to Reese Roberts. Dribbles in against Bella, shoots, no good. They get the rebound up, good. Wildcats are getting killed on the glass here all of a sudden. Here's Oak Ridge down the floor. Got to get Zayana involved with it. She's going to dribble in, turn, spin, shoot. Good. What a great move by Zayana Stewart. And the Lady Wildcats once again are up by 5. 14-9 the score. 1:35 to play first quarter. Here come the Lady Beavers down the floor. With it will come Reese Roberts. Picked up by Sakari. Drives past her, pulls up and throws one off balance. Sakari picks up her 3rd foul, I think. And that's something that Oak Ridge cannot afford. And Kaylee Hickman's going to have to come back in the ballgame. They wanted her to be disruptive on defense, but the freshman's got to be nervous. And 3 fouls in the first quarter. Free throw is up, no good.
Yeah, I would imagine that she just doesn't want to be showing up in her, her first start as a Lady Wildcats there, but she's going to have to control her emotions and, well, not emotions, but just her physical play and not foul as much.
Second toss up, good. Once again down the floor will come the Lady Wildcats. Their lead is 4, 14-10. No pressure at all in the rear court. The Wildcats are allowed to bring the ball up the floor. Oak Ridge sets it up once again. In the lead here. Great start for the Lady Wildcats, but since then the Lady Beavers have really done a good job on the glass, and it's a 4-point game. Bella, a little 5-footer, no good. Lady Wildcats have got to be more aggressive for these boards. Bella's got to knock those shots down. Here comes Karns down the floor.
Yeah, we really need those 8-footers by Bella, David, 8 feet and in, especially when if she's that far out, we don't really have anybody else rebounding.
Karns with the basketball, good defense there. They shoot and they score. That's a pretty shot by Reese Roberts. And just like that, it's a 2-point game. Lady Wildcats have seen their big lead evaporate primarily as the Wildcats try to throw the ball in, and then they're about to tie it right here. No good. Rebound, Kaylee Hickman. Hickman is tied up, gives it in to Ayana, and she's fouled. It goes against number 10, Riley Roberts, and that's her 3rd foul. So both teams have 1 starter with 3 fouls. And Roberts will have to come out of the contest too. 28.3 seconds. Oak Ridge by 2, 14-12 here in the District 3 championship game.
So coming in for Karns now is Jakaya Alsup, David. I remember her getting in the game, and she had some good minutes for Karns last time, too.
Oak Ridge basketball up by 2. Wildcats, Kaylee Hickman to Bella Boone. It's not a great pass. Needs to call a timeout. Ball is loose. Picked
Nice
up by
shoot.
Kaylee. Shoots. No good. Got to do a better job. If you're in the ball game, you got to hit the shots. 4, 3, 2, 1. Throws up a shot. No good as the first quarter comes to a close. Lady Wildcats do have the lead, 14-12. We'll take a break. We'll send it back to Brian Bennett. We'll be back to Powell High School in 60 seconds. Welcome back to the District 3 basketball tournament live here at Powell High School. Lady Wildcats have the lead 14-12. They jumped on them early, but Karns did a great job on the glass. The Lady Wildcats missed some point-blank shots that they were hitting the other night against Campbell County, and hopefully just a little bit of nerves here as the Wildcats get the ball first as we start play here in the second quarter. Oak Ridge comes out with Cannon Green, Ayana Porter, Bella Boone, Kaylee Hickman, and Zayana Stewart. Lady Wildcats -3 potential starters. They're going to call a moving screen, I think, on Bella Boone. Personal foul called against her. That'll be her first, team foul number 5 called against the Lady Wildcats. Minute 42, 7:42 to play second quarter, 14-12 the score. Here come the Lady Beavers down the floor. Tough that Sakari picked up those 3 fouls quickly.
Yeah, it really is. Just very unfortunate for the Lady Wildcats. I mean, we're already short. We don't need to lose anybody else.
Ball's knocked out of bounds, last touched by, well, the guy that didn't know the call, looked for help and got the right answer. It's off of Karns. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Surprised they're not pressing right now, honestly, as they Wildcats bring the ball down with Ayana Porter. Here she comes down the floor. 7:22 to play, second quarter. Ayana dribbles right, gives it over to Green. Cannon with it to Zay, to Cannon. Three-pointer on its way, in and out. No good. Tracked down by Ayana Porter. Ayana dribbles left, swings it out to Zay. Zay thought about shooting a 3, will not. Backs it up, needs help, goes into Bella. Bella turns, kicks the ball back to Cannon. Lady Wildcats a little indecisive where to go with the ball. Here it goes out to Ayana Porter at the midcourt line. 14-12 the score. 6:52 to play. Here's Ayana to Cannon. Right elbow, shoots, good! Cannon Green stepping up, has 8 in the first half, and the Lady Wildcats lead is back to 4. 16-12 the score with 6 minutes and 38 seconds to play in the second quarter. Appreciate Terry Lee for stepping up and helping us out with a donation to allow us to broadcast this ball game here on our YouTube channel and on FM 92.7. Here's a 3 miss, rebound Bella Boone of Oak Ridge. Down the floor will come the Lady Wildcats. Zayana Stewart with it. Dribbles in, free throw line jumper, one-handed floating shot, drops in good. The righty drops in her 4th point, and Oak Ridge's lead is back up to 6. 18-12 the score. Karns with the basketball. Number 5 lobs it down low, pass deflected. They missed a shot. Bella has the rebound. She's fouled. Foul called against Abby Harris of Karns. That'll be her first foul. Team foul number 5 against Karns.
Actually, I'm sorry, Dad. That's her second foul, team 5th.
6 minutes to play here in the second quarter. 18-12, the Lady Wildcats District 3 championship ball game here from Powell High School. Lady Wildcats currently playing with Cannon Green. Zayana Stewart. Ayana Porter. They got her as the ball's dribbled out of bounds. Little contact there, but not enough. Ayana just lost the dribble out of bounds. 5 minutes, 42 seconds to play second quarter. 18-12, the Lady Wildcats in the lead. Karns moving away from us. If you've been watching our streams from here, we've been on the other side of the floor until tonight. We honestly wish we had set up here the other night in the ball game as they get a shot from the baseline. It's up. That's no good. Rebound, Bella Boone. Bella Boone for the Lady Wildcats. To Zayana Stewart. One dribble. Good! Zayana Stewart and the Lady Wildcats beat them down the floor. She's got 6 and Oak Ridge is back up by 8. 20-12 the score, 5 minutes, 11 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They work the ball inside. They kick it out, almost a steal, saved on the floor by the Lady Beavers. They work the ball to the corner, number 5 with it. That's Lauren Martin. Picked up by Zayana Stewart, holds it and gives it over to Reese Roberts. Dribbles to her right, to her left, now to the free throw line, throws one wildly up there. It's no good. Cannon Green on the rebound. Lady Wildcats running. Ayana Porter with it. Ayana down the floor, 20-12. Zayana Stewart stops. Gives it back to Ayana. Won't take the 3. Backs up. Swings it over to Green. Cannon back to Ayana. Now she's free. Into Kaylee Hickman. To Zay for 3. On its way. No good. Tracked down by Bella Boone. Lady Wildcats back to Ayana Porter. Ayana dribbles, drives, stops, gives it into Bella. Swings it out to Cannon. Lady Wildcats. Cannon Green stops. Back to Zayana. She's got a 3 again. No good. Rebound, Ayana Porter. Ayana is then nearly fouled. Saved by Kiffin to Bella Boone. She throws the ball away. And then what's the call? Coach Trent calls a timeout. 4:08 to play second quarter. 20-12 Lady Wildcats. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Yeah. David Clary back here along with Mark Hayes, Bashan Knowles, Caleb Riker, Ben George, Brian Bennett back in the studios of FM 92.7. 20-12 is our score. Lady Wildcats in the lead. 4:06 to play here in the first half. Lady Wildcats watching Roberts pull up at the free throw line. Shoot from there. It's up. No good. Rebound to Karns. A jump ball. The alternate possession arrow will give Karns the ball back. Mark?
Credit to Lady Wildcats, David. As you know, we said that, or you said specifically that the Lady Wildcats need to rebound better, and that's exactly what they've done the last 3 minutes of the ball game.
Karns gets it into number 3. She shoots wildly, no good. Knocked out of bounds, though, by Cannon Green. 3 minutes, 53 seconds to play second quarter. Karns basketball underneath the goal. 20-12, the Lady Wildcats have the lead. Karns basketball. Top of the circle, it goes out to number 11 for them. That'll be Reese Roberts. Guarded by Zayana Stewart. Dribbles to her right, to the baseline, and stops. Picks it up, goes inside. Ball deflected, intercepted by Oak Ridge. Zayana Stewart, 3-on-1 break. Zayana will not have the numbers. Now drives to the baseline, pulls up, shoots. Good, and she's fouled. Zayana Stewart will go to the free throw line to try to convert a three-point play as the Lady Wildcats go up 10. Zayana is a 65% free throw shooter, averaging 16 points a game. She's got 8 in the ball game. Her first attempt from the line. Toss, no good. Rebound, Karns. Here come the Lady Beavers down the floor. Roberts with it, sets it inside. They'll drive with number 3. She throws the ball away. Intercepted by Oak Ridge. 22-12, the Lady Wildcats in the lead. 3 minutes, 23 seconds to play second quarter. Zayana Stewart, Ayana Porter. Ayana pulls up, shoots, too strong, no good. Rebound, they're gonna call a foul, I think. Personal foul against, I guess, Ayana Porter. And for Ayana, that'll be her first foul. 3:14 to play, team foul number 6. 22-12, Lady Wildcats. Karns substituting, number 20 in the ball game. That is Kennedy, a sophomore player. Karns coming down the floor. We're down to 3:09 to play in the second quarter. Oak Ridge by 10, 22-10. Roberts dribbles in against Bella, throws up a shot, no good. Rebound, Bella Boone. Lady Wildcats with the basketball, up by 10. Karns really throwing up some really quick shots.
Yeah, I was about to tell you, David, Karns has not scored this quarter. 5 minutes and they have not scored.
Kaylee Hickman missed that shot, rebounded by the Lady Beavers. Here comes Karns down the floor. She's going to dribble past her, drive in for the shot, no good. Lady Wildcats stop what was going to be a layup. And with 2:41 to play, Karns will go to the free throw line. Both teams have players in foul trouble. Sakari Stewart getting her first ever start for the Lady Wildcats. As number 5 goes to the free throw line, Lauren Martin. She's got 2 in her first attempts from the line. Good. Sakari starting really for Lindsay Cleveland, who was ejected in the ball game on Thursday, I guess it was. Second toss up, and good. Rattled around. Wildcats with the basketball. I would work some time off the clock. If they're going to kind of go with a zone a little bit, I would work time off the clock, especially in foul trouble. As Kennan stops, comes cross court to Zay. Zay, three-pointer. Boy, they need it. Good! Three-point bombs away by Zayana Stewart. She's got 11, and Oak Ridge is up by 11, 25-14. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to play in the second quarter. Here comes Karns down the floor. Right down the middle, Madison Perrin, guarded by Cannon Green. Dribbles right, hands it off to number 11. That'll be Reese Roberts. She swings the ball to the top. They work the ball along the baseline. Bounce pass inside, shot is good. Good play there by Karns, almost a foul. Kennedy scores. Here's Oak Ridge down the floor up by 9. 25-16 the score. Green for 3, no good. Kaylee Hickman had the rebound, saved by Bella. She can't save it. They try to get the ball. Here comes Karns down the floor. Minute 43 to play, 25-16. Here's a deflection. Karns shoots a 3. Clang off the iron, no good. Rebound to Karns. Then a big fight for the ball. Loose by Roberts. Roberts shoots a 3. It's no good. Rebound by Karns again. They work the ball in. Easy layup. Good. They score with Reese Roberts. The Wildcat lead is 25-18. I would work time. I would work it down to the final seconds of this first half. 25-18. Lady Wildcats. Zayana Stewart to the hole. No good. Rebound Karns. I would have taken time there. Here's a steal, though, by Oak Ridge. Wildcats to Zay. Zay stops, drives, shoots. Good! And she's fouled. Thanks a lot, Karns. 52.6 seconds. Lady Wildcats up now 27-18, and Zayana Stewart will go to the free throw line.
Perrin for Karns. David picks up her second, team 7, as Zayana Stewart goes to the line with 13 points. She's 0 of 1 from the line tonight.
Trying to convert the three-point play. Good. Lady Wildcats back up by 10, 28-18. The winner of this game plays the Marable Rebels. The loser plays the Farragut Admirals. With the basketball will come Karns. Dribbling right. Here comes Roberts. Dribbling top of the circle. They launch a 3. That's short. Rebound, Cannon Green. Lady Wildcat basketball. They need some help, though. Cannon gives it off to Kaylee. Nice pass to Ayana. Lady Wildcats running. The ball's deflected away. Ayana got caught. They didn't do a lot of conversations down there. As she throws the ball almost away. Saved away by Karns. 15 seconds to play. What's the call? Timeout, Lauren Trent. 15.4 seconds to play, first half. Oak Ridge on top, 28-18. Mark, what a great start for the Lady Wildcats. Down 3 starters tonight, but playing well.
Yeah, they are, David. They've only given up 6 points in the second quarter, and it took Karns over 5 minutes to score their first 2 points in the third quarter. So the second quarter has been very beneficial for the Lady Wildcats, David. Let's see, they had 14 coming in, so they've doubled their output. So outscoring Karns so far 14-6 in the second quarter.
Want to remind everybody that tomorrow at 6 o'clock, the Oak Ridge boys will be in action. They'll be taking on the West High Rebels in the consolation game, and it's been since 2012 since Oak Ridge has been in the consolation game. I guess we're very spoiled.
Yeah, it's very unfamiliar territory, I tell you that.
Yeah, I can tell you, we'll talk about the boys here at halftime a little bit. 28-18 Oak Ridge by 10. 15.4 seconds to play here in the second period. Karns basketball. Kaylee Hickman playing for the Wildcats along with Zayana Stewart, Ayana Porter, Bella Boone, and Cannon Green. Karns will dribble, they'll drive, they'll shoot, they'll miss. Rebound to Kaylee Hickman if she can control it, and they're going to get a shot off. It's good, and they count it. Got to be stronger. If you're going to grab a rebound, you've got to be stronger as the first half comes to a close. We had that ball. She just needed to pull it into her body. It was barely off, but I think she actually did get it off before the time expired.
Yeah, she did. I think it went off the backboard before the time expired, David. So, yeah, that ball was well out of her hand. Just unfortunate. We'd only given up 6 points, but then we ended up giving up 9 with that buzzer beater three-pointer. Feels like a Tennessee game almost.
But the Lady Wildcats still have the lead 28-21 here in the District 3 championship game. We've already had one game played today in our district and one game played in District 4. Mark, why don't you run down those scores of what we've already heard tonight from District 3 and District 4.
All right, so earlier tonight, Campbell County won by a final score of 55-47 over the Powell Lady Panthers. And then in the other region, Farragut over Maryville by the same score, 55-47.
So what happens is the champion of this district, say, if Oak Ridge wins the ball game, they will play the fourth place team, which is Maryville. We know that already. And if they lose, they will play the Farragut Admirals. Oak Ridge will host the game on Friday night. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip-off time from the Wildcat Arena. And that'll be Lady Wildcats either against Maryville or Farragut. And we'll hope you'll come out at 7 o'clock at the Wildcat Arena. The Oak Ridge boys will be in action, as I mentioned, tomorrow here at Powell, and that'll conclude the District 3 tournament. We're not in the championship game. That belongs to Karns and Central. The Wildcats will be taking on West in the consolation game, and that game will be at 6 o'clock. We'll have the broadcast on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, and we will stream the game live as well, thanks to a donation by Ed and Joyce Disney. We appreciate them sponsoring our ball game tomorrow. 28-21 our score at the half. Lady Wildcats up by 7. Take a break. We'll be back to Powell High School in the District 3 basketball tournament in 3 minutes. Thanks a lot. The Lady Wildcats have the lead here, 28-21. I thought actually in the first half that the young, very young Karns Lady Beavers looked a little tight, especially with their shooting. Both teams kind of started off a little slow. Then the Wildcats got hot. Then Karns pulled to within 2, had a chance to tie it, I think, at one point, but weren't able to do so. The Wildcats extended the lead up to about 11 points. And then big 3 there at the end of the first half, a momentum shot, I thought, by the Lady Beavers to give them, get them back to within 7 of the Lady Wildcats here at halftime. 28-21 is our score. Mark, you have the first half statistics.
Thank you very much. First, the statistics for Oak Ridge. They're led and scored by Zayana Stewart. She has 14 in the first half, half of the total output of the Lady Wildcats. She's 6 of 11, or rather 6 of 9 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Cannon Green added 8 points for the Lady Wildcats. She's 3 of 6 from the field. 4 points for Zaquari Stewart. She's 2 of 2 from the field. And Ayana Porter has the final 2 points for Lady Wildcats. She's 1 of 3 from the field. So as a team, Lady Wildcats are 12 of 22 from the field. They're 9 of 15 in twos, 3 of 7 in threes, and they're 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Now looking at the Karns Lady Beavers, they're led in scoring by Madison Perrin. She has 6. She's 2 of 5 from the field with 5 points. It's Reese Roberts. She's 2 of 14 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 points added by Lauren Martin. 1 of 1 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 points also by Abby Harris. She's 2 of 4 from the field, and 2 points for Ulisa Kennedy. She's 1 of 1 from the field. So as a team, Lady Beavers are 8 of 30 from the field. They're 6 of 20 in twos, 2 of 10 in threes, and they're 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Lady Wildcats had a narrow lead at the end of the first quarter as when they led 14-12. Then they outscored the Lady Beavers 14-9 in the second quarter to take a 28-21 lead into halftime. Again, this is Marquez. We're at the half. Lady Wildcats lead the Lady Beavers 28-21. David?
Let me kind of give you a rundown how the region tournament it will be working. Obviously, the Lady Wildcats will be hosting 7 o'clock on Friday against either Farragut or Marable. If the Lady Wildcats win, they'll play Marable. If they lose, they'll play Farragut. And then, let's see. Saturday, the boys will be playing at 7 o'clock. The boys will either be going to Hardin Valley or to William Blunt, depending on what they do tomorrow in their game against West. Then the girls will pick up again on Monday, 6 and 7:30 ball games at the District 3 champions. So if the Lady Wildcats win or if the Lady Beavers win, it'll be either be at Oak Ridge or at Karns. Then on Tuesday, February the 28th, 6 o'clock and 7:30 games, either at Central High School or Karns on the boys' side. The girls' championship game is Wednesday, March the 1st, 7 o'clock at the District 3 Champions Gym or the highest remaining seed. The boys' championship game is Thursday. That'll be a 7 o'clock game, and it'll be at the District 3 Gym or the highest seed remaining. The girls' sectional is Saturday, March the 4th. The boys' sectional is Monday, March the 6th. We're just moments away from the start of the second half. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 28-21. We'll be back with the second half in 60 seconds. We're back underway here at Powell High School. 28-21 is our score. Lady Wildcats in the lead. Oak Ridge gets the ball first, coming out with Ayana Porter, Sakari Stewart, who picked up 3 fouls. Wildcats turned the ball over on the initial play. The freshman turned the ball over. That's not a great start here. Let's see what we can do here defensively. Lady Wildcats also have Zayana Stewart in the ball game. Karns with the basketball, pass intercepted by Ayana Porter. Ayana's going to go coast to coast, right-handed off the glass. No good. Sakari on the rebound. No good. Rebound to the Lady Beavers. Oak Ridge had an easy one there. Here comes Roberts down the floor, shoots, no good. Rebounded by Sakari. Sakari throws the ball to Ayana. She walked with it, but they didn't call it. Ayana left-handed off the glass, good. Wow. Sakari walked with the basketball, but they didn't call it. Right here in front of us, Lady Wildcats by 9. 30-21 the score. We got away with one, Mark.
I was looking down. I was reading, actually recording stats, so I was not able to see that one, David.
Karns with the basketball. Number 11 allowed to drive in, kicks the ball back out. Karns holding the ball. Here it goes to Reese Roberts. Drives in, stops. They shoot a 3. Clanging off the iron, no good. Cannon's got the rebound. To Ayana Porter. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor up by 9. Ayana dribbles in, kicks it out. Sakari, she drives in, pulls up, shoots, no good. On the rebound, Karns has it. Pulled down by Roberts. Riley Roberts. I give Sakari some credit, though. She's at least trying.
Oh, yeah, she's not afraid to get in there, David. She had made a really nice move that way, that time, penetrating the lane.
Karns with the basketball, number 5 with it. Dribbles in, penetrates left, gives it out to number 3. That's Abby Harris. They dribble in, shoot, good. Nice little floater there. And the Lady Wildcat lead is 7 once again. Oak Ridge in the lead, 30-23. 6:07 to play here in the third quarter. Lady Wildcats, Cannon Green with it, dribbles out top of the circle. Inside of Zay, pulls up and shoots. Good. Zayana Stewart knocks down her shot, and she's got 15 points, 16 points in the game. Lady Wildcats by 9, 32-23, 5:50 to play third quarter. Here comes Karns down the floor with the basketball. Reese Roberts, guarded by Zayana Stewart. Now dribbles off to her left, right in front of the Karns bench, gives it off to her sister Riley Roberts, to Reese, to Riley, got a screen, dribbles in, pulls it up, shoots, on its way, good. 3-pointer. And the Wildcat lead is cut down. Here they come down the floor, 32-26. Oak Ridge basketball. Here's Zay, dribbling, driving, shooting. Blocking foul called against the Karns Beavers. Hard foul, and Zayana slow to get up. Zayana Stewart will go to the free throw line. 5:19 to play third quarter. 32-26 to score. Zayana Stewart will go to the free throw line. Zayana's had a great start to this one.
16, I'm sorry, and she's 1 of 2 from the line, David.
Thank you. 32-26. She'll go to the free throw line here. Free throw's good. Zayana Stewart, a 65% free throw shooter, averaging 16 points per ball game. Got a halftime score from Bearden and Heritage, 26-13, Bearden on top. Here it's 33-26, Oak Ridge. Free throw good. Lady Wildcats in the lead by 8. 5:18 to play third quarter. District 3 championship ball game here at Powell. Here come the Lady Beavers down the floor. With it will come number 23. That'll be Madison Perrin. They set for a 3. Good. Coming back with their shooting. I thought they were nervous shooting in the first half, but not now, as Lady Wildcats work it over to Sakari Stewart. Sakari drives in, throws the ball away. Tried to get it to Bella and turn the ball over. Big turnover right there. Got to get a stand on defense here. Here comes Roberts down the floor. She drives, kicks it over to the left side. Got to guard those three-point shooters. They've hit a couple back-to-back.
Yeah, Perrin, she closed out the first half with a 3, and it's hit 2 since.
They step out of bounds with the basketball, so Oak Ridge will get it. Wildcats caught a break there, leading only by 5 now, 34-29, 4:38 to play. Oak Ridge has led the entire way. The Karns starting to feel a little bit more comfortable out there, I believe.
Yeah, and like I said, Dave, a lot of that is Madison Perrin hitting 3 straight threes for them. That's a 9-point swing just by Perrin.
Oak Ridge basketball, Cannon Green with it, top of the circle to Sakari. Back to Green it goes, 4:22 to play. Cannon left, gives it out to Ayana. Three-pointer way off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Zay, though, goes up for the shot, no good. Draws yet another foul. Personal foul this time, I think, will go against Kennedy. And that'll send Zayana to the free throw line. 4:14 to play third quarter, 34-26 to 29, I believe. I believe that's the score. I'm kind of blocked by here. Free throw is good. Ayana knocks it down. She's back by 6.
Ayana now with 19 points, David, doing a fine job. She's hit her last 4. She's 4 of 5 from the free throw line after missing her first free throw. She's been on the mark as she continues to be.
Lady Wildcats back by 7. Got to play defense again. 4:13 to play third quarter. Remember, after the game, we'll have the presentation of the tournament plaques along with the all-tournament team. We'll hope you'll stay tuned for that. 4:04 to play, third quarter. A lot of basketball we played in this one. Lady Wildcats have led the way. There's a moving screen called against Kennedy, and that'll be Oak Ridge getting the ball on her second personal foul. 36-29 the score. Lady Wildcats trying to maintain this lead. Karns is such a really good basketball team. They've got a lot of good skilled players.
Yeah, they really have. I'm just very impressed the difference between last year and this year. Credit Lauren Trent for a lot of that.
Most definitely. 3:50 to play third quarter. Here's Zay with it, free throw line. Dribbles in, drives in for the shot, no good. Gets her own rebound, and then they're going to call a jump ball. The alternate possession arrow to Karns. That time, you know, Zay gets beat up anytime she plays anyway because she's so aggressive. If you look at the season stats, she has been to the free throw line. I'm looking for the stat sheet. She has been to the free throw line coming into this game 200 times this year.
How many? I wonder how many the rest of the team combined has been.
Not even close. Here comes Karns with the basketball. Lady Wildcats defending. Number 4 with it. Dribbles right, hands it off to number 5. Lady Wildcat lead is 36-29. Lady Beaver basketball. Ayana nearly with a steal. They work the ball top of the key. 3:19 to play third quarter. 36-29. Lady Wildcats in the lead. Karns, Madison Perrin, guarded by Sakori Stewart. Works the ball to number 11. Dribbles in, stops, shoots, no good. Rebound, Karns. Cannon Green almost got it. Taken on the floor by Roberts. Roberts dribbles in, penetrates, shoots again. Again she missed. This time Bella's got the rebound. Bella Bone pulls it down, and she's fouled. Bella came up really big in the Campbell County ball game last week, and she's pulling down some boards here. She's got to be approaching 10 in this game. As Oak Ridge will get the basketball, leading 36-29, 2:57 to play third quarter. Oak Ridge basketball. Ayana with it in the rear court to Sakari. Sakari's going to dribble past her defender, give it inside, and throw the ball away. But Bella battles for it. Can't get it. Saved away. Can't go with those passes. Here's a near steal by Sakari Stewart. Ball knocked out of bounds. She's a freshman. You can tell she's made some passes that have really not should have been made, but you can only do it by playing. You know, she's getting that experience tonight.
Yeah, but what I really loved about that, David, is after she made a bad pass, she came back on defense and made up for it.
Missed shot. Bella's got the rebound again to Ayana Porter. Lady Wildcats on a 3-on-1. Ayana, left elbow, pulls up and shoots. Good! Ayana Porter drops it in. She's got 6. Lady Wildcat lead is 38-29. 2 minutes, 19 seconds to play, third quarter. Here comes Karns down the floor. With the basketball will come Madison Perrin. Perrin picked up at the midcourt line, gives it over to Roberts. Roberts dribbles right, cannot shoot. Hands it off once again, number 5 with it, Lauren Martin, and timeout called by Lauren Trent. We appreciate Terry Lee for sponsoring our broadcast tonight on YouTube. We'll take a break. We'll send it back to Brian Bennett. We'll be back to Karns in 60 seconds. Welcome back once again to Powell High School. Lady Wildcats on top 38-29. Powell with the basketball. 2 minutes, 2 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Karns with the basketball. Roberts with it. Number 5 shoots a 3. Good. Got a guard. Lauren Martin knocks it down. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Oak Ridge by 6 once again. Ayana dribbles through traffic. Dribbles all the way in. Takes it strong. Wanted to shoot. Backs it up. Here's Sakari Stewart with it. Stops. Needs some help. Comes cross court. And they're going to call a foul against Karns, I guess. Maybe away from the ball. I'm not sure, Mark.
Yeah, it was as Ayana was getting rid of the ball. They called the foul on Reese Roberts. That'll be her team fifth of the second half.
Minute 39 to play third quarter. Just a 6-point lead for the Lady Wildcats. 38-32. The three-point shooting keeping Karns in the ball game. Cannon left side gives it off to Ayana Porter. Back to Zay. Three-pointer. Good! Three-point shot. Zayana Stewart. She's got 23. And the Lady Wildcats are back up by 9. Minute 20 to play here in the third quarter. 41-32 the score. Here comes Karns down the floor. Reese Roberts with it in front of the Karns bench. Picked up defensively by Ayana Porter. She dribbles in against Zay. Shoots. No good. Bella Boone on the rebound. Here comes Oak Ridge. Running the floor with Ayana Porter. Ayana to the right block. Stops. Bella Boone shoots and scores. Give the assist to Ayana Porter. Give the bucket to Bella Boone. Oak Ridge by 11. 43-32. 46 seconds to play third quarter. Here comes Karns down the floor. With the basketball will come Roberts. Dribbles left, gives it off to Roberts. She shoots a 3. It's an air ball. Who's got the rebound? Oak Ridge. Sakari Stewart waits, now dribbles, waits for her teammates. Comes cross court to Zay. Zay pulls up, 15-footer, no good. Maybe not the shot they needed at that moment. Lady Wildcats up by 11. 43-32, 20 seconds to play. Got to get back on defense. Karns with the basketball. Down to 15 seconds to play. Karns, they've launched threes here to get them back in the ball game. Down to 9 seconds to play. 43-32. Here come the Lady Beavers. Dribbling in, kicking it out for a 3. Nope. It's no good. Rebound to Oak Ridge as the third quarter comes to a close. 8 more minutes of basketball. The Lady Wildcats lead it 43-32. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Looking back once again, David Clary, Mark Hayes, Vashawn Knowles, Caleb Riker, Ryan Bennett, Ben George. Lady Wildcats up 43-32 in this one. Final quarter just underway. Lady Wildcats will get the ball first. Wearing their all white jerseys with Cardinal trim. Karns wearing their all blue and gold. Ayana Porter for 3. No good. Knocked out of bounds, I think by Oak Ridge. That's the way I saw it, and that's the call. Much better officiated ball game tonight, Mark, for sure.
Couldn't be worse.
Yes, 43-32, a minute 42 to play here in the ball game. Here comes Karns down the floor. Lady Wildcats got to guard that 3 line once again. Here come the Lady Beavers. Karns holding it. Big post player fires a pass out to number 5. She had a 3 a minute ago. Oh, a reach-in foul is going to be called against Ayana Porter. Her second foul. Only the first foul called on Oak Ridge here in the second half. Wildcats got into foul trouble with Sakari Stewart early. Karns basketball. They work it in. Back to number 5. She steps on the baseline and turns it over. She never really established herself in the court, and the Wildcats get it on their turnover.
Yeah, I mean, that's not really her fault. I mean, the fellow Karns player tried to give her the ball immediately back, and she had not, as you said, established possession inbounds yet.
Mark and I were discussing this during the break about how the Lady Wildcats, need to really, they say it went off Sakari, and I'm not sure about that. It's a long ways away from me. Sakari is a freshman. She just made a freshman mistake. We were discussing, I think the Lady Wildcats need to pull it out a little bit and just work a ton of time off the clock.
Yeah, as I said during the break, Dave, you said it's not in their DNA, and I agree, but I think they need to be more intentional with their possessions. Don't just come down and, shoot the first shot. Be more intentional about it.
They knocked another three, or they don't guard number 5, and just like that, it's 43-35. Here comes Oak Ridge's Ayana Porter going coast to coast with it. Oh, she has a drive if she wants it, has a layup, will not. Cannon's got a 3. Boy, they need it. No good. Tracked down, though, by Oak Ridge's Ayana Porter to Sakari. Sakari works the ball to her left, needs help, gives it off to Ayana. Ayana drives in, layup, no good. Bella's got the rebound up, good! Bella Boone, a putback bucket. 45-35, Oak Ridge by 10. Here comes Karns. Shot, clang off the iron, no good. Oak Ridge with the rebound. Oak Ridge running the floor with Ayana Porter. She'll pull it out. 6:22 to play in the ball game. 45-35, Oak Ridge in the lead. District 3 championship ball game here at Powell. Lady Wildcats will host on Friday in the region tournament. Oak Ridge working some time. Zayana Stewart dribbling in. Dribbling all the way through, takes it off the glass, no good. Bella's got the rebound, no good. She shoots again, she's fouled. Bella Boone is fouled by Riley Roberts. And Bella, who struggles at the free throw line, will have 2 shots. The junior needs to knock these down. 5 minutes, 58 seconds to play in the ball game. She'll have 2 shots. 45-35. Bella shoots, no good. She's only a 47% free throw shooter. She got 4 points in the game and a ton of rebounds. Back to the free throw line, Bella. Knock it down. She does, good. Back to an 11-point game. 46-35, 5:57 to play in the ball game. District 3 championship here from Powell High School. Karns with the basketball. Don't leave her open. They've got a drive, a shot, and a bucket. And Coach Trent calls a timeout. 46-37, Lady Wildcats in the lead. Oak Ridge playing tonight. If you think back of all the losses we've had, it all started with Anaya Porter tore her knee during the summer, had surgery, was coming back and tore her other knee. She's out for the year. That would have provided a lot of depth. Then came injuries to Ayana Porter, Lindsay Cleveland, and then they've gotten back. And then the devastating injury to Jenna Johnson, another knee injury. She's going to have surgery on Friday, out for the year. Jenna was averaging 10.2 points per ball game and a ton of rebounds. And then the loss of Demetria Strickland, at least until Friday, and then the ejection of Lindsay Cleveland. The Lady Wildcat roster is decimated, but they're still managing to stay ahead and in the lead in this ball game.
Yeah, I mean, just, the injury bug and, just missing so many players. But the good thing is, David, we're seeing other players step up, and that's exactly what you want to see, especially, in tournament time.
46-37, a 9-point advantage for the Lady Wildcats. Still so much time left on the clock. Sakari Stewart will work the ball in. Coach Trent talking with the official who admitted a mistake the other day in the Oak Ridge boys game. I don't know what she's talking about, but obviously working the officials, no problem with that as Oak Ridge works the ball down the floor. 46-37, no turnovers here. Here's Ayana bringing it across the line. Ayana to Zayana. Wildcats, 5:35 to play. Here's Ayana Porter into Bella Boone, layup, good! They gambled a little bit on defense, and Bella's got 7. Oak Ridge by 11 once again. 5:25 to play. Stop the three-point shot. Here comes Karns with the basketball. Reese Roberts, guarded, dribbles, shoots, off the iron, no good. Cannon's got the rebound. Cannon Green to Ayana Porter. Lady Wildcats. Sakari Stewart, layup, good! The freshman scores again. She's got 6, and Oak Ridge has a 13-point lead. 5 minutes to play in the basketball game. Here comes Karns with the basketball. Madison Perrin. They launch a three. Good. Guard her. Come out. Get your hands up in her face. It's a 10-point game. 4:52 to play. Here's Ayanna Porter to Bella Boone. Layup. Good. Bella scores. She's got 9. 4:45 to play. We'll trade baskets with them all night, but not threes. Here comes Roberts with the basketball. Roberts hands it off to number 23. Karns with the basketball. 4:35 to play. Number 4 with the basketball. 52-40. Lady Wildcats by 12. 4:28 to play in the basketball game. With the basketball will come Reese Roberts. Roberts drives in, wants to shoot, does. Missed it. Cannon Green on the rebound. The Roberts twins can't find their range tonight. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor with Ayanna Porter. Ayanna, cross court to Zayana. Slow it down, Lady Wildcats. 4:08 to play. If they're going to play a zone and stay back on you, we can just work time off the clock, Mark.
Yes, we can, David. As Zayana Stewart, she drives in. Right side layup, up and good.
Who are we to say as Oak Ridge has a 14-point lead? 3 minutes, 52 seconds to play in the ball game. 54-40 the score. The Lady Wildcats have never trailed. Karns with the basketball. With the basketball will come number 23. That'll be, let's see, that's Perrin. They launch another three. Missed it this time. Rebound. They're going to call a foul. It's going to go against Ayanna Porter. That's her third. Now, only the second team foul, and Oak Ridge will call a timeout. Wow, Mark, the Lady Wildcats, as shorthanded as they are, have led from start of this ball game to now, and they're up 14 with 3 minutes, 36 seconds to play. I'll tell you what, why you want to win this ball game. The Bearden Lady Bulldogs, 30-0, are sitting. If you lose this game, you're in their bracket. You can lose the first round to anybody,
right?
But you don't want to play the Bearden Bulldogs.
Right, yeah. Definitely, David. So right now, Lady Wildcats in a great position. I do believe, just to correct you real quick, I think Karns led 3-2. But other than that,
you're exactly right.
Yeah, other than that, the Lady Wildcats have had the lead the entire game. Only 2 individuals, David, have hit threes for Karns. That's number 5, Lauren Martin. She has 3 threes. And Madison Perrin, number 23, she's had 4 threes. Everybody else has missed. Riley Roberts, 0 for 5 from three-point range. Reese Roberts, 0 for 5 from three-point range. So you really got to guard 5 and 23 beyond the arc.
54-40, Lady Wildcats by 14. Karns basketball underneath their goal. 3:36 to play in this District 3 championship ball game. Karns to work the ball in. Looking. Yet to do so. Now gets it in number 3. Back to number 5. Working the ball inside. Dribbling. Driving. Shooting. Blocked by Bella, out of bounds. Bella Boone with a rejection. It'll be once again Karns with the basketball. 3:29 to play. 54-40. The Lady Wildcats in the lead. Lady Beaver basketball. To work the ball in will be Lauren Martin. Looks, fires, pass comes in. In it comes to Reese Roberts. Reese Roberts drives in. Shot, no good. Foul by Cannon Green. 3 minutes, 25 seconds to play in the ball game. 54-40. Lady Wildcats in the lead. Oak Ridge trying to win their 8th consecutive District 3 championship. They still have 3:25 to go in this one. Free throws up, no good. Missed at the line by Roberts. I think the PA announcer for Karns, every time we do something bad, or he's happy. Every time we do something good, he's not so happy.
Imagine that, not being liked on the road, David.
54-41, here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor. Work time off the clock, girls. 3:17 to play, leading 54-41. Here comes another timeout. We haven't taken one in a while. Terry Lee is sponsoring our stream tonight. We've got 3:13 to play in the ball game. Oak Ridge in the lead, 54-41. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Nice.
Bella Boone off the glass for her 11th point. Oak Ridge by 15. 2:58 to play in the ball game. Karns works the ball to the right side. Setting it up, 56-41. Lady Beavers with the basketball. Number 20, that's Parent, guarded by Sakari Stewart, the freshman. 2:46 to play. Karns down by 15. Pulls up, shoots, good. Karns scores. Oak Ridge will be facing full court pressure. Here comes Ayana Porter down the floor. 56-43. Porter to Cannon. Cannon stripped of the ball. Gives it off to Zayana Stewart. Zayana dribbles, drives, shoots. No good. Fouled. But no call. Here comes Karns. Got to continue to play defense. Here comes number 10 driving, stopping, shooting. Good off the glass. Goes Riley Roberts. We've got an 11-point game. 2:14 to play, and Oak Ridge throws it away. Oak Ridge throws the ball away. A little bit of panic right there. When we played Karns earlier in the year, their press caused us difficulty. 56-45. 2:12 to play in the ball game. Karns to work the ball in. Don't give up a three, nothing easy. There's an easy three. Not as easy as I thought. No good. Rebounded by Ayana Porter, and she's fouled. Foul called against Karns. Reese Roberts, her third personal foul. Oak Ridge in the lead, 56-45, and Ayana Porter will go to the free throw line. 2:07 to play in the ball game. Go ahead and tell me, Mark.
Ayana tonight has 6 points. This will be her first attempt from the free throw line. Her free throw percentage is 83% this year.
She'll have the one in the bonus here. Got to hit the first one. She didn't. Missed rebound by Karns, and they'll bring the ball down the floor. That's something the Oak Ridge boys struggled with the other day. Get back on defense, girls. No good. Sakari on the rebound. Sakari Stewart fires it out. The ball is knocked out of bounds by Karns. 1:55 to play. 56-45. Lady Wildcats in the lead. Cannon Green will work it in to Zayana Stewart. Lady Wildcats. Zayana dribbles in, penetrates, drives, stops, shoots. Good! Zayana scores. Easy bucket there. 1:45 to play. 58-45. Oak Ridge in the lead. Karns dribbling outside. 1:39 to play. Number 5 drives in, stops, shoots. Shot is no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Ayana Porter. 94 seconds away from a District 3 championship. Oak Ridge in the lead, 58-45. Karns to work the ball in. Bounce pass comes in. They shoot a three. No good. Rebound. Karns over the back, but Lauren Martin has it. They'll set for another three. It's a long one.
Short.
That's an air ball out of bounds. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. 1:23 to play. Lady Wildcats up 58-45. Got to get the ball in quickly. Sakari Stewart, bounce pass to Zayana. Zayana works out of a triple, and she's hammered and fouled. Foul called against number 10, Riley Roberts, her 4th personal foul. 1:20 to play. Oak Ridge trying to win their 8th consecutive District 3 Girls Championship. Zayana Stewart will go to the free throw line.
Zayana tonight, David, has 27 points. She's 5 of 6 from the line. She has hit her last 5 free throws.
1 minute, 20 seconds to play. Toss, no good. Here comes Karns down the floor. Lady Wildcats in the lead here. Got to continue to play solid defense. They've been knocking down some threes. Here's the near steal. Oh, they're going to call a reach-in foul. Wildcats have fouls to give, though, Mark. That's only the 4th team foul called against the Lady Wildcats. 1 minute, 11 seconds to play. 58-45, Oak Ridge in the lead. Karns looking, firing. In it comes. Shot blocked, but a foul called against Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge fans thought it was clean, but there was some contact. And you know who called it.
Yeah, they called it on Cannon Green, David. That's her 2nd, team 5th. So to the line will go Madison Perrin. She has 14 points tonight. First attempt from the free throw line. She's a fine shooter.
Karns has got a good team. I mean, Karns has got a really good team. Oak Ridge's lead is 12, I think, 58-46. 1:09 to play in the game. Second toss, good. And Coach Trent calls a timeout. Well, Mark, can we hold on for the final 109? One thing I wanted to say. I was listening to our broadcast the other night, in the game against Central, and I was all over those officials. I mean, I was all over those officials. I don't regret it one bit.
I mean, they deserved it. I mean, that was one of the worst officiated games I've ever seen, and just critical calls went the other way.
And you know, you have to adapt and adjust to the officials, but they happened when it mattered the most, the bad calls did. But as I've been telling people, I had a New Year's resolution. No more bashing of the officials. I blew that one. So then I decided to give love on Valentine's Day. No more bashing the officials. Today is President's Day. From here on out, I am going to be fair and give love to the presidents. I shall not lie. Didn't some president say that? I will forever.
Honest Dave.
Honest Dave. Honest Dave. I'm Honest Dave. And I probably just lied here. A minute 9 to play in the game. Oak Ridge in the lead, 58-47. Oak Ridge will get the ball. One thing the Lady Wildcats have got to do, though, is knock down free throws. That's something the guys did not do in that game against Central.
Yeah, they really do, David. I mean, you know, it's critical. Zayana Stewart, she just missed her last one, but before that she was doing well. Ayana Porter, she missed the first of a 1-and-1, so just got to have critical free throws, as you said, David.
Bella throws the inbounds away. It's knocked out by Karns. They were going with the home run pass. They got blocked right there at the line. We're lucky to get the ball back. Now Canema working in from the side of the Karns bench. 58-47, and it comes to Ayana Porter. Ayana's going to dribble past her defenders all the way down the floor, and she's fouled. Foul called against Karns. That'll be against Reese Roberts, one of the twins. 19th foul. So the good news is the next foul is double bonus time. The bad news, the Lady Wildcats, the last couple free throws haven't been able to get them go. Ayana, good free throw shooter. We'll have one in the bonus here. Free throw, good. Oak Ridge by 12, 59-47. 1 minute, 4 seconds to play in this District 3 championship ball game. Ayana Porter looks at the toss. Guns it up there, good. Sophomore drills it. And Oak Ridge leads by 13. A minute to play in the ball game. Here comes Karns down the floor with a basketball. Reese Roberts. Got it by Zayana Stewart. Dribbles in, spins, stops, pops, blocked. Oak Ridge blocks the shot. Roberts still on the floor. Lady Wildcats running the floor to Sakari Stewart. Kicks it out, Zay for three. You know it, baby. She knocks it down. And Oak Ridge leads by 16. And they're 35 seconds away from the District 3 championship. They lead at 63-47. The Oak Ridge fans already celebrating. Here's another steal. Karns has not won a district championship since 1980 when Pat Hatmaker, the former Lady Vol, was the most valuable player in the tournament. It's not going to happen this year anyway, but as we've said all along, the Lady Wildcats. And here comes the substitutes. 5 fouls. Oak Ridge celebrating. 8 in a row, baby. 26 seconds to go. 63-47. Oak Ridge headed for another District 3 championship. Lady Wildcats will win all 3 meetings with Karns this year. But as we've said, Mark, they have so improved their basketball program under Coach Lauren Trent.
Yeah, in just 1 year. It's phenomenal what she's done as Lady Wildcats get a new set of players in, David. I don't recognize all their names. You're much better at it than I am. But to the line for the Lady Wildcats will go Ayana Porter. She has 8 points, 2 of 3 from the line now.
Got Evelyn Eubanks, Paige Lawing in the ball game. I think that's Jackson. I can't quite see. I'm kind of screened. And it looks like Haywood Tharp in the ball game as Oak Ridge goes to the line, 26 seconds away from the District 3 championship. Good. Lady Wildcats up 64-47. They might have been shorthanded tonight, but those, as Mark said earlier, those who came into play stepped up and did it big time tonight. Here comes Kaylee Hickman back in the game. She played some massive minutes for the Lady Wildcats earlier when Sakari Stewart got into foul trouble. 18-point lead for the Lady Wildcats. They're going to roll the ball in, Mark. 26 seconds down by 18. Here comes Karns down the floor with a basketball. Reese Roberts for 3. Clang off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Haywood Tharp. She's going to get a run out if she desires it. No, she's going to be battling for a loose ball. 10, 9. Here comes Karns. They're going to drive in for a layup. They miss it. Haley Hickman on the rebound. Oak Ridge has won the 2023 District 3 championship by a final score of 65-47. The Lady Wildcats have won 8 consecutive District 3 championships. They didn't have Demetria Strickland. They didn't have Jenna Johnson. They didn't have Lindsay Cleveland. But they blow out the Beavers by 18, 65-47. Congratulations to the Lady Wildcats. They are once again the rulers of District 3, 65-47. What a great performance by a gutsy group of Lady Wildcats, Mark.
It really was, Dave. What a great game that was to watch. I mean, Lady Wildcats, as we said, they trailed 3-2 to start the game, but then they just led ever since then. Lady Wildcats with, 5 individuals scoring tonight, 3 of them in double figures. The big one, I'll make a prediction right now, MVP of the district tournament, Zayana Stewart with 30 points tonight. Very impressive night for Zayana Stewart. Congratulate Bella Boone. She really stepped up tonight as we needed her to. She had 11 points. Cannon Green had 8. Ayanna Porter, she came on late after only having 2 points in the first half. She got 8 in the second half to get 10 points. And Sequoia Stewart, with her first start tonight, she had 6 points.
We're about to have the selection of the all-tournament team here. The Lady Wildcats have won 65-47. They'll host Marable on Friday. All-tournament team will be announced. First, the plaque. Going out to receive their plaque is the Karns High Beavers. And they're out to accept their second place runner-up plaque. A good ovation, and they deserve it. Who would have ever believed that Karns will be playing in the district championship ball game, Mark?
You would not have believed this last year, David. That's for sure. I mean, Karns, they've been struggling here as of late. But as we said, not just tonight, all season, Lauren Trent has done an incredible job in her first year at Karns.
Karns still posing for pictures. We'll have Coach Taylor up here. We'll have the presentation of the all-tournament team. Karns hasn't won a district championship since 1980. They came close this year. Lady Wildcats are about to accept their bracket as the Wildcats will come out on the floor. The athletic director, Mr. Seymour, will hand the District 3 championship plaque to the Lady Wildcats. Here they come. And out on the floor they go. And they'll pose for pictures. Lady Wildcats. And let's zoom in on the Lady Wildcats out on the floor as they accept their number 1 District 3 plaque. Congratulations to the Lady Wildcats. They are the District 3 champions for the 8th consecutive year. Lady Wildcats will take on Maryville, and the good news is they used to say that the Avoid Oak Ridge game, and now it's the Avoid Bearden ball game, and that's what the Lady Wildcats have done. They wouldn't have to play Bearden. They could lose in the first round to Maryville, but Bearden's number 1 in the state, defending state champions, undefeated, 30-0, and they're on the opposite side of the bracket. Karns will be in their bracket. They'll be able to host as well. So Karns and Oak Ridge will host. We will host potentially the entire district or Region 2 tournament. Here's the all-tournament team. Mark, write it down. I didn't hear it. You heard it, Mark.
Hardin.
That's from Central. Another Central young lady.
Porter.
There she is. She's out there. And I don't have my Central rosters here. Lady Wildcats have won the district championship 65-47 over the Karns Lady Beavers. Emma Brandenburg from Campbell County High School. She has been selected the all-tournament team. Really nice girl. I met her before the ball game, and I kind of got in her way, and she says, "Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me." So, Carly Kitts from Campbell County High School, good player for them. Campbell County finished third. They'll be in our bracket. We'll have an opportunity perhaps to play them again at some point if we can get past the first round. And if they can get past their first round ball game against and we'll get the final. Elena Schroeder from Powell has been selected to the all-tournament team. We're going to play Marable on Friday at 7 o'clock at the Wildcat Arena. And we'll go through the whole bracket in a second. Bearden is going to beat Heritage today. We'll be in the Heritage bracket, and they're good. So, I mean, it's never easy. Once you get to the region tournament, everybody's pretty good. You know, you got on our side, we're going to have Heritage, we're going to have Campbell County, we're going to have Marable, and us. And Heritage is really good. They battled Bearden all season long. As from Karns High School, Reese Roberts. And I'll be honest with you, in the games that we've seen at Oak Ridge and at Karns, the Roberts twins shot the ball a little bit better. Tonight, the shots just wouldn't roll in for them. I mean, they got their points. Also from Karns, Lauren Martin, boy, she knocked down some big shots during the course of the game. But you got to credit Oak Ridge's defense, too, to not allow anything easy for her. Madison Perrin from Karns, also selected. This is a very young Karns team. I can assume that, and Campbell County's young too, I assume these next 2 years are going to be battles, wars. Here comes our first Lady Wildcat, Bella Boone, selected to the all-tournament team, and that's awesome. Congratulations to Bella. Rebounds, it's not always just about points. Rebounds, big-time play. Lady Wildcats, Cannon Green. Cannon's had a great tournament, and her first 2 ball games, she is all-tournament. Lady Wildcats, also Ayana Porter. I have an idea. Miss Ayana Stewart is going to be the most valuable player.
I predicted that with her 30 points tonight, David. 30.
And the most valuable player is Ayana Stewart. Talk for a second.
As I said, David, she had 30 points tonight. Just a tremendous job by Zayana Stewart tonight. Lady Wildcats just going over the scoring. You know, all-tournament team selection for the Lady Wildcats. Ayana Porter was on it. Cannon Green was on it. Bella Boone was on it. And Zayana Stewart was the MVP tonight. Also on the all-tournament selection from Karns, they had Lauren Martin, Reese Roberts, and Madison Perrin. Other teams with individuals, White and Schroeder, both from Powell, Kitts and Brandenburg from Campbell County, and from Central, Hardin and Porter.
What a big night for the Lady Wildcats. They are the District 3 champions for the 8th consecutive year. This is the 30th district championship for the Lady Wildcats in the full court era. 30, Mark. That full court era began in 79 and 80. They've won 30 district championships in that era. Lady Wildcats have won tonight 65-47. I'll be speaking to the head coach of the Lady Wildcats, Coach Paige Taylor. She'll be up to talk to me. And by the way, that's the 20th win for the Lady Wildcats. Lady Wildcats are now 20-9. Are you done with the stats here? Do you want to go ahead with those?
I'm not, but something that really surprised me, David, Lady Wildcats held Reese Roberts scoreless in the second half. She was 0 of 15 from the field. You talk about a struggle. Lady Wildcats really shutting down Reese Roberts tonight in the second half. She had 5 points in the first half and finished the game with 5 points. So just a tremendous game. Defensively, Lady Wildcats didn't play defense as well in the first quarter, but starting in the second quarter, really changed their defense and made a difference. I mean, just really making them, the Karns Lady Beavers struggle the rest of the game. And I'll go through the scoring as soon as I complete the tabulations of the statistics for Karns. I have Oak Ridge's done, but I need to complete the stats for Karns.
I want to remind everybody that tomorrow the Oak Ridge High School boys will be in action. They'll be taking on the West High Rebels. Here comes Coach Taylor. Going to get a chance to talk to her. And she's happy. You know, the other night she came and sat down next to me, and she wasn't happy. She wasn't a happy camper, I can tell you that. But, Coach, let me tell you, obviously great job coaching on your staff's part to get your girls ready. So shorthanded. I was thinking about this. start of the season we lost Anaya. She was going to add some great depth to your team.
Right.
We've lost people all the way along the way, in and out. We lost Jenna Johnson, averaging over 10 points a ball game. Great rebounder, does a lot of things well for you. And then we lost Demetria, hasn't been able to play the entire tournament.
Right.
And then the ejection of
Right.
Lindsay the other night, we lost her, and we're still
Right.
going to lose her for a ball game. But somehow these girls gutted it out and grinded it out and just dominated a very good Karns team.
Yeah.
And you win your 8th consecutive district championship, an 18-point win, only trailed once in the game, 3-2. And
Yeah.
you led the entire way. You've got to be so proud of these girls.
I am. In so many ways, this win is so huge for our program. And, and we talked about at shoot around today, the adversity that we've been through, and exactly we walked through all of that adversity that you just talked about, losing Anaya. And we've had sickness along the way. We Jenna only played half of our regular season district games with injuries and other things. Ayana has been injured. Lindsay's been injured. We haven't been complete really all year. But the thing about it, when our backs have been against the wall, we've always responded. And, this was a challenge. We had 3 days to get Sakari, a freshman that has 0 quality varsity minutes this year. And she stepped up and had a great game for us. Kaylee Hickman came in and played significant minutes in the second quarter, and just stayed steady. But the fight, the commitment to this team, the will, the desire to win, the buy-in, that like for those girls to feel this, it has nothing to do with me. It's all about them and how they feel and how, like, they know how to go through adversity and respond and come out on top.
Mark and I were talking about this throughout the game. In a situation like this, when we've got so many people out, you have to have other people step up.
You do.
I'm so proud of Bella Boone. You made the all-tournament team.
I love Bella,
here.
and it's her birthday today.
Oh,
Happy
wow.
birthday, Bella. But so I just look at, like, who has stepped up at different times in different games. But, in this stretch here at the district tournament, Bella's play has been, it's been remarkable. I feel like Cannon's play has been exactly what we needed it to be in the postseason. Zayana, just solid in every way. Ayana, she leads every statistical category, I feel like. She does all of the little things, and it's her heart and her effort. I just keep going down the list, and these young girls that stepped up, and the bench that supported and was there.
You know what, the big, obviously you won a championship. You have an opportunity to host the entire regional tournament while you're still alive.
Right.
You're going to play Marable in the first round. They lost to Farragut tonight.
Right.
And so you'll play Marable. That'll be 7 o'clock on Friday. But, and I know coaches don't look at it this way, but I do. You got a Bearden Lady Bulldog team that's the defending state champions.
Right.
Undefeated on the year on the opposite side of the bracket.
Right.
You could lose the first round to Marable, but you don't have to play,
Right.
perhaps if you win that first game, Bearden in the second round.
Yeah, at this point in the season, you're looking ahead, and you're looking like, and you're talking about it. If we finish first, if we win, and we win our district, and we're first, coming out, we've got their number 4, and then we don't have to face Bearden until the region championship. At that point, though, you let that go. We've done that. Now it's one game at a time. We've got to beat Maryville, and if we don't beat Maryville, then our season's over, and that's what our focus has got to be on. We've got to celebrate this and they've got to feel really good about themselves right here, but this was not our season. This is not where we want. This is not how we're wanting to end. We were not playing just to win a district championship. We're playing to win a state championship.
Most definitely, and it all starts with this one to get the seeding to go to the region. And if you can get past that second game and get to that championship game, you were one game away from the state tournament. But that's a long ways away.
You're right. A long way away. And in this team, it's one game at a time. And I've learned it's actually one day at a time with this
right.
team. We've got to regroup and come back and get focused on, like I said, one day at a time, preparing for Maryville. But I cannot tell you how much I love these girls and the growth in these girls. And we said, with all this adversity, I told them this today, if with all of the adversity that we've faced and the struggles that we've had, if just one girl is a stronger person in life because she's learned how to persevere in hard times, this season's worth it. And I 100% believe these girls have learned how to persevere in hard times.
Most definitely. Very well said, Coach. I agree 100% with that. You know, there's a lot of things I can talk about. I mean, just we talked about everybody stepping up and the main people. I mean, Coach Wright and I were talking before. Todd Wright, assistant coach, we're talking about that and about the team. And I believe this too. You have the two best players in the district anyway.
Yes.
In Ayana Porter
Yes.
and Zayana Stewart.
Yes, we do.
You expect them to show up every
Yes.
night, but it was the surrounding cast
Yes.
which made the win. I mean,
Yes.
they both played great tonight.
Yes.
But it's that surrounding. Even the girls on the bench.
Yeah.
I looked from where I was sitting. I was straight shot down. Your girls, the freshman girls that haven't played hardly at all this
Right.
year, they were up and
Yes.
cheering and everything. And it makes it a team win and a team championship.
It does, you know. I mean, and that's all we've talked about. It can't just be one girl or two girls. It's got to be an entire team, and we're one. And it doesn't matter which five we put out there. I told the girls tonight, you know, we're where we are because of circumstances, and we can't control circumstances, but we can control how we put on our shoes and walk in those circumstances. And what we're going to do is we're going to believe in the five that we put out there 100%. I wouldn't take another five around, and we're going to play, and we're going to win this thing. And that's what they went and did.
So, Coach, I'm guessing that Demetria will be able to return for the regional tournament if that's you're so choosing, but Lindsay won't be available until the second round if you were able to get past Marable.
Correct.
So and then hopefully we'll have the whole gang back together
Correct.
once again. But
Correct.
you know, like you said, and we've said all along, whoever has been in there has stepped up, and that's great for depth too. I mean,
It is, you know, and this is great for these young girls. It's great for Sakari to get those minutes. It's great for Kaylee to get those minutes. It's great for those other young girls to see it and see what it takes and what it feels like to win championships.
Coach, I'm going to ask you though. You probably had to get a little nervous there when Sakari picked up her third foul in the first quarter.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. At this point, it's just like, I mean, nothing. I shouldn't say nothing is going to surprise me or nothing's going to stir me up, but you know, I mean, it's your circumstance. It's what I tell the girls. So how am I going to react in that? I had to find somebody else. But
and then you said Kaylee stepped up and played
in,
about played most of the second quarter.
Gave us great minutes.
And never gave up the lead.
Right.
Coach, just your final comments on the championship and this win.
You know, super proud of the girls. It's like I said, you know, it wasn't about playing Karns tonight. It was about winning a title for where it puts you in the position for the postseason and for these girls to be winners and champions like I know they are, and that's what they did tonight.
Coach, thanks a lot. Congratulations and good luck. We'll talk to you a bit more about Marable coming up. Lady Wildcats win the District 3 championship for the 8th consecutive year, 65-47. Mark, you've got the final stats.
Thank you very much, David. Leading scorer for the Lady Wildcats was Zayana Stewart. She had 30. She was 11 of 18 from the field, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Also in double figures, Bella Boone. She had 11 for the Lady Wildcats, 5 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Ayana Porter also in double figures for the Lady Wildcats, 3 of 9 from the field, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. 8 points added by Cannon Green. She was, 3 of 7 from the field, and 6 points added by Sequoia Stewart with her first start for the Lady Wildcats tonight. She was 3 of 5 from the field. As a team, Lady Wildcats were 25 of 49 from the field. They were 20 of 37 in twos, 5 of 12 in threes, and they were 10 of 14 from the free throw line. Now looking at the Lady Beavers of Karns, they were led in scoring by Madison Perrin. She had 16 for the Lady Beavers. She was 5 of 8 from the field, 4 of those from beyond the three-point line, and she was 2 of 2 from the free throw line tonight. Also in double figures for the Lady Beavers was Lauren Martin. She had 13. She was 4 of 6 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 7 points added by Riley Roberts. She fouled out with 26 seconds remaining in the ball game. She was 3 of 11 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 5 points for Reese Roberts. She truly struggled tonight. As I told you earlier, she did not score in the second half at all. She was 2 of 29 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 points for Abby Harris, 2 of 4 from the field. 2 points for Yolisi Kennedy off the bench for the Lady Beavers. She was 1 of 1 from the field. So as a team, the Lady Beavers were 17 of 59 from the field. They were 10 of 36 in twos, 7 of 23 in threes, and they were 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Lady Wildcats, as we said earlier, after trailing 3-2 to begin the game, led at the end of the first quarter 14-12. The Lady Wildcats then outscored the Lady Beavers 14-9 in the second quarter to take a 28-21 lead into halftime. In the third quarter, Lady Wildcats continued to turn it on against the Lady Beavers of Karns, outscoring the Lady Beavers 15-11 in the third quarter to take a 43-32 lead into the fourth quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, David, Lady Wildcats outscored the Lady Beavers 22-15 to take a 65-47 district championship win over the Lady Beavers of Karns.
Their 8th consecutive girls district title, and more importantly, as we've talked about, they'll get a chance to host the entire region tournament as long as they win. And you know how it is to be at home. You're much more comfortable, and other teams, because we're playing Maryville on Friday at 7 o'clock. Maryville hadn't played in our gym, and none of these girls maybe have ever played in our gym before, except maybe in some summer league games or such. But so it's an advantage to be at home. You're coming in, as Coach Pruden always used to say, the team that the district champion plays is coming in after 2 consecutive losses. They lost in the semifinals, and they lost in the consolation game. So you're reeling as it is, and you're going to another team's gym where they have just won the district championship.
Yeah.
So you got an advantage in that first game. Not that we're going to win the ball game. I think we have a big opportunity to do so.
Yep. I think as you're describing that, I'm just thinking what a mental advantage that is. I mean, as you said, I've never really thought of it that way, but you're exactly right.
Coach Pruden thought of it that way. But
I mean, surprise, surprise. Coach Pruden's exactly right.
Right.
But, the other team is coming off 2 straight losses, and then they have to travel to the champion's gym of the other district. That, I mean, mentally, just think about that. As a high schooler, that's got to be intimidating.
Right, and that'll be 7 o'clock this coming Friday, and we'll hope you'll be at the arena. It's going to be a big night for the Lady Wildcats when they take on the Lady Rebels. Tomorrow we'll be right back here at Powell High School. The boys will be in action 6 o'clock against the West High Rebels, and consolation game is not where they wanted to be, for sure. We haven't been in a consolation game since 2012, so a long, long time ago. But there are things to play for, obviously. Pride, for one thing. Wildcats, and I've seen William Blount play. William Blount is, I think, the best team over there for sure. They'll play Hardin Valley tomorrow for the District 4 championship. I think they're a really good basketball team. Don't be fooled by William Blount. This is a really good basketball team. They've got a kid named Wendell, who's really his coach's son. He's really, really good, and he's a terrible matchup for anybody we have. So the advantage of winning tomorrow's game, I think William Blount will win. It's kind of like the girls in Bearden. You want to stay on the opposite side of William Blount too, and that's what the Wildcats could do. If we're going to play either William Blount or Hardin Valley, if we win, and we'll finish third. We'll play the second place team, so it'll be either the loser of William Blount and Hardin Valley on their home floor. It'll be either at Hardin Valley or William Blount. But the advantage of it, if you can win, you're opposite of the champion. And I personally, although they've played 3 times, and I think William Blount's won 2 out of the 3, but I think William Blount's the better team. But you never know. That's why you play them. We didn't think we'd lose to Central the other night, and we did.
Right. I mean, and you and I were talking before the girls' game tonight about how, especially in the boys' bracket, both regions, how it seems flipped this year. I mean, if you would
Totally
have thought,
different from what you'd expect.
If you would have thought that Oak Ridge and West were going to be playing in the consolation game, and Karns and Central were going to be playing in the championship game, you go, wow, that's weird. And then you look in the other region, and Bearden and Farragut are playing in the consolation game.
And Merrill's not even involved.
Yeah, and in the championship game, you got Hardin Valley and William Blount. So, kind of bizarre, just a bizarre year. No disrespect to either of those or any of those teams, but just traditionally seems a little odd.
Yeah, one thing that's traditional around here, though, is the Lady Wildcats winning a district championship. That is number 30 for the Lady Wildcats since 1980. That's when the full court era began in basketball. That about does it here. Not much more I can say here. I want to remind everybody tomorrow's game, 6 o'clock here at Powell against West. Friday, the Wildcats will play at home. Lady Wildcats will, 7 o'clock against Maryville. And the Wildcats will be playing somebody. The boys will be playing either at Hardin Valley or William Blount on Saturday. Tonight's sponsor has been Terry Lee. Terry Lee has sponsored a couple ball games for us this year, and Doesn't have a kid involved, has never had a kid involved, but he loves Oak Ridge High School sports, and we appreciate him.
Yes, we do. And tomorrow night's sponsor.
It will be Ed and Joyce Disney, and they have a kind of a little bit of a tie to the team. That would be Cooper Williams' grandparents. So, yeah, so that's why they are sponsoring the game tomorrow. That about does it here. We appreciate Caleb Riker and Vashon Knowles and Ben George. Ben, do you have any final comments? You were down on the floor. You saw it firsthand.
Well, David, great team win for the Lady Wildcats, and an excellent performance by players like Zayana Stewart and Bella Boone, just taking over for this team and playing really well. And, just hoping that Friday night proves to be a great one for the Lady Wildcats as they play Marable.
Ben, I appreciate your work, too. Brian Bennis back at the studios of FM 92.7, FM 94.7. We'll be back on the radio tomorrow. We'll be streaming the game. We'll be on prepradio.com and Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. From Mark Haste, Ben George, Caleb Riker, Vashon Knowles, Brian Bennett, this is David Clary. The final score, the Lady Wildcats win the District 3 championship 65-47. Until tomorrow, this is David Clary saying, so long, everybody.